What would change in your life if you could live every single moment in love? How would your relationships, your inner peace, and even your daily struggles transform if divine love guided you? These are not just spiritual questions. They are human questions. Deep down, every one of us longs to feel loved, to feel connected, to know we belong. And yet, so often we walk through life carrying the heavy feeling of being alone. Think about it. Have you ever felt unseen, unheard, or unloved? Maybe after a heartbreak. Maybe after losing someone dear to you. Maybe in a crowded room where everyone was smiling and laughing, yet inside you felt isolated. That ache, that emptiness, is something almost every soul on this planet has felt. But here is the truth. Loneliness is not the absence of people. It is the forgetting of love. Divine love has never left you. It is here, right now, waiting for you to notice. Divine love is not limited. It does not judge. It does not abandon. It does not keep score. It is like the air you breathe, unseen yet essential. It is like sunlight. Even on cloudy days, it is still shining above. Imagine being wrapped in a warmth that never leaves, a love that stays by your side no matter what. That is divine love. But why do we forget it? Why does it feel so far away sometimes? Because we have been taught to look for love outside of ourselves, in other people's approval, in relationships, in success, in achievements. And when those things are missing, we feel unloved. But divine love is different. It does not come from outside. It flows from within. It is already there, woven into the fabric of your soul. Maybe you have felt it before without realizing it, in a smile from a stranger when you needed hope, in a friend's voice that came just when you were down, in the stillness of nature when a sunset made you stop and breathe. These are not accidents. They are reminders, whispers of love calling you back to yourself. When we open our hearts to this love, everything begins to shift. Suddenly, the world feels less harsh. The things that once felt heavy begin to lighten. Problems may not disappear, but your relationship with them changes. You no longer feel alone in carrying them, because love itself is carrying you. This is what healing truly means. It is not about fixing every wound overnight. It is about knowing that even in your brokenness, you are still whole, still loved, still worthy. Divine love does not wait for you to be perfect. It meets you exactly where you are. Imagine living with this awareness, waking up in the morning, and instead of rushing into stress, pausing to say, "Love is with me today." Walking into a difficult conversation and remembering, "I am held by love." Facing disappointment and hearing the whisper, "You are still enough. You are still loved." This simple awareness changes everything. It brings calm in the storm. It brings hope in despair. It brings connection in moments where you once felt invisible. And slowly, it begins to transform how you see others too. You start recognizing divine love in them, even in people you once disliked, even in those who hurt you, because love has no boundaries. Once you feel it within yourself, you cannot help but see it reflected everywhere. But here is the most beautiful part. When you live in divine love, you also start sharing it, not in grand gestures, but in small, everyday ways. A gentle smile, a kind word, a patient silence. And without even trying, you become a vessel of healing for others, someone who reminds them, you are loved too. In a world that often feels disconnected, this is what we all need. Not more walls, not more fear, but more love. Divine love is the thread that weaves us together. It tells us that we are not strangers. We are one family, one human story, one heartbeat. So, if you feel alone, remember this. Divine love is never gone. It is not something you earn. It is something you allow. The moment you open yourself to it, you realize it has always been here. It is here now. It is within you. Loneliness ends when you remember that love has never left you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for walking with me in this reflection on divine love. I would love to hear your own experiences. Have you ever felt this love in your life? Share with me in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else who needs to hear it. And if this message touched you, please like, share, and subscribe to Master's Love. Together, let us continue this journey of healing, mindfulness, and spiritual awakening. More soulful explorations await you. And remember, you are never truly alone. Love is always with you.